to the R to the USH, a fun web show out the USA. Stay up on news, it's a PSA. Campus news delivery, so much to say. J School kids, we at it again. Broadcast segments with fans and friends. Hard news, soft news, on and off. Keep it popping like a pudding pop. B to the R to the USH. It's the Brush Up!
Welcome to the Brush Up. I'm Landon Miller.
And I'm Connor Board.
Nice 1990s theme going on here. What do you think of the glasses? Good or not?
I don't know. Little 80s maybe?
Kehoe? No? Kehoe's saying 80s. He had a couple of different words there. Anyway, enough with that. Welcome. It's kind of like a 1990s type of a deal thing. So you will be noticing throughout the show some really bizarre looking fonts.
Yeah, at least it's not Times New Roman. I know we all get tired of that, right?
Oh man, that's my favorite font. Don't you have a favorite
MLA?
font? Times New Roman. Hey, starting the show off, though, with some serious news. Of course, it's the 78th Nevada legislative session, Connor. A lot of different issues. We sent our reporter, Amanda Ketchledge, down there to see how students are participating in actually covering the journalism aspects of it. Take a look. Hi, Amanda.
Well, most people don't exactly know what goes on in the legislative session for Nevada, and that's why student journalists are going to be reporting on the important state issues that could impact your life in a big way.
Today, we officially turn our attention to the people's business.
From education to gun control to taxes, hundreds of bills will be heard by the state legislators and reported by the Nevada Media Alliance, bringing to light the issues that the community cares most about.
Just as responsible citizens of the world, I think we should be aware of what's happening on a state level, what's happening in our local communities, and I think as journalists we have an even greater responsibility.
Opening day was the first of 120 days to come for the session, and the students didn't hesitate to start on their reporting.
It's a lot different than working in the classroom, actually having to go out and do the reporting and putting the stories together on deadlines.
By refining their skill sets and experimenting with new ways of media production, Assemblyman Pat Hickey says that these student journalists will be ready for their future careers.
Should they go into broadcast or reporting or anything else, any level of journalism or writing, it will be a great experience for them.
And if you want to stay up to date on the stories that these students report, head to NevadaMediaAlliance.org. Reporting in Carson City, I'm Amanda Ketchledge for The Brush Up.
All right, Amanda, thank you for that really great report.
Now that we've seen what students are doing, Walanya has an update on current bills.
Thanks, Connor. Now, many of us 20-somethings prefer to turn a blind eye when it comes to local government. Nothing gets done in these sessions. It just doesn't matter. Well, let me tell you right now, it does. And with the 78th session of the Nevada legislature underway, there could be some huge changes involving the rights of all Nevadans. Here are some issues being debated, and here's why you should care. The session has started off with a bang with a debate on gun rights. Now, the biggest question here is, should concealed weapons be allowed on school property? Now, just to clarify, concealed weapon holders would still need a permit and would only be allowed to be kept inside locked vehicles. However, this campus carry bill doesn't just apply for college campuses. This bill pertains to universities, public and private schools, and even daycare facilities. Now that medical marijuana is legal, lawmakers are looking into regulations regarding marijuana and operating vehicles. But speaking of weed, it could be a great time for you pot smokers out there in Nevada. An initiative petition has brought the debate of recreational use of marijuana to lawmakers' attention. This presents a large opportunity for the state to impose a tax on recreational marijuana, and we all know there's areas that need the money. But, you know, if weed isn't your vice, maybe wine is. Could be a good time for you, too. Assemblyman Pat Hickey is moving to remove the population restrictions on wineries. Currently, Reno and Las Vegas are not in the winemaking business because their county populations are too large. But with this bill, larger counties would be allowed to set up wineries, which could have a great impact for local businesses and overall economy. I haven't covered every topic, but I will be sure to keep you updated on the issues that affect your rights.
So we've covered the legislative session. That, of course, is a big story for 2015, but maybe even larger than that is the drought. No snow, no rain, no water. But despite this, the UNR ski team is still getting out, particularly the freestyle skiing team,
yes,
right?
Although all their competitions have been canceled so far, but they are still getting their practices in. And Michael Stuyvesant has sent us a video of some of their freestyle skills.
He was born in a slum. Slums are breeding grounds for criminals. I know it, and so do you. It's no secret children from slum backgrounds are potential menaces to society.
Man, those are really impressive skills. I didn't realize that people could do that with skis and snowboards.
Yeah, I know I can't do that. I just pizza the whole way down the hill, just like that.
Yes, pizza and French fries. That's how I learned.
Yes.
Probably when I was 3, and I still do that now. Switching gears now to a little Nevada Pac basketball. Not really too successful for both the Pac men and the Pac women. But one player in particular, if I am sure about this name, Nyasha Lesure, see, there was a pun there, it was intended, talked to one of our new reporters, Kiara Brisker. She has this report for us.
So I just want to get to know you a little bit. So what high school did you go to?
I went to Reed High School.
Okay. How was the transition from playing high school hoops to playing college hoops? Was
The
it hard at
transition,
all?
it was really hard. For me, it was the speed of the game. Because in high school, I mean, it's not as fast as college, and then you get here and the speed you're just in another world when it comes to running up and down the court.
What do you like to do for fun?
I'm a sleeper. I really do love to sleep. One of my best friends says I could be a koala because koalas sleep like 22 hours of the day. And when I'm not playing basketball or not in school, I really am sleeping. Board games.
What do you love most about playing for UNR?
The thing I love most is that I'm homebody. Like, I just love my family. Like, when I'm not playing basketball, I am most likely with my family. So I just love the fact that I can see my parents in the stands every game, and I really just love having their support. It would have been really hard for me to leave home.
What is something you know you can improve on?
Definitely my defense. I mean, I'm a very good defender, but you can always be a better defender. And I think that what I could definitely improve on is my consistency. I do have up and down games, so just being more consistent for my team.
Kiara, thank you for that. And we also want to mention this. Kiara, of course, is a huge asset to our show. She actually wrote that rap at the beginning. And if you'd like to see some more of her work, Paw Prints is a club that she's part of, is putting on an event called Soul Night. That's February 16th from 8 until 11 at the Joe Crowley Student Union, Ballroom C. Be sure to check that one out there.
And now we're moving over to men's basketball. So we have Gloria, Tarrian, and Eric with the Lowdown.
Thank you, Connor. Support for head coach David Carter seems to be at an all-time low. It looks like we're heading for a third consecutive losing season. So guys, do you associate their poor performance with his coaching?
For me, it's an absolute yes, because to me it comes down to talent at the end of the day, and he's in control of the talent, you know? So he's the one recruiting, he's the one that's putting that talent out there on the court. And for me, like, I kind of knew we were going to be bad. Losing Cole Huff was a big loss for us. He was one of our best players last year. He leaves and goes to Creighton. And a lot of that had to do with coaching. He put him in the bad position to succeed. And, you know, to me, it all comes down to Carter at the end of the day.
You know, I'll have to play devil's advocate with that, Tarrian. I think it really comes down to execution, especially late down the stretch. Nevada's been in every game, you know, against San Diego, against UNLV, against good teams. Even had leads in those games down the stretch, but they just couldn't make that extra play, that extra basket, make a stop to really win those games. And ultimately, I mean, it's up to the players to make those plays, you know. So I think I'm not on the ledge with Carter. I think he's okay. I don't think he's the biggest problem Nevada has right now.
Just be sure to check out their next home game on Valentine's Day, February 14th, against the University of New Mexico. Speaking of Valentine's Day, our new reporter, Annie Mishler, asked students about their plans on the special day.
Probably studying, sadly enough. I was gonna invite a girl to a sweet party. She blew me off, though.
Do you have a girlfriend?
No.
Do you want one? I'm not, like, offering. You guys all have the same beard. Did you plan this?
It's like different phases, like baby bear, mama bear, papa bear.
I don't really celebrate the holiday regardless of my ex-girlfriend, so.
So you're not going to go see 50 Shades of Grey?
Correct. Absolutely not.
Why do you think that the heart is the symbol of Valentine's Day?
I don't know. Because love comes from the head, but boners come from the heart.
Do you want plans? I would love plans.
Like a nice movie and some wine.
I have a few girls who have some interest in.
You have a few girls.
It's complicated, you know. Some of them aren't showing interest back. I'm just trying to see what's up, but
ladies man.
I'm going with my girlfriend out to dinner. Actually, I'm probably going to be making dinner.
Yeah, Lush makes bath salts.
I'm pretty sure bath salts are illegal now.
No, I'm not like huffing bath salts. I mean like put them in the bath.
You're not doing anything like fun?
No.
Well, it sounds like no one's really doing anything for Valentine's Day, so I'm sorry I couldn't be more helpful. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody.
You know I can't see nothing and I know they know this. I don't wanna be dying on that winter solstice.
All right, that's a pretty good attempt at dancing to Timeflies, everyone. That's pretty good.
I thought it was a good job.
Yeah, no problem. Anytime. So that, of course, was the Welcome Week Back concert thing for the University of Nevada, Reno. This is our Welcome Back show for the Brush Up. We have a lot more episodes to come, don't we, Connor?
Yeah, we have a lot going on, and we now have a bunch of different social media outlets for you to follow us on. We have Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook. Check us out.
Do people still use Facebook?
I mean, yeah, my grandma has one.
Her grandma has one. Stay away. Go to the snaps, everybody. We'll see you next time on the Brush Up. Thanks for tuning in.
Bye.